I use a lot of Lexan gear on my bike, and Lexan has been a really good supporter of our channel, and they have sent us a lot of great gear over the past, and they have continued to do so this year, sending us the new Lexin MTX. Now this is a mesh intercom. Now the first thing to realize, just like all of our videos, that this is not a paid sponsored video. They have not paid us anything. They do not get to see this video in advance, etc., etc. Like all of our videos, we get to try it out and let you guys know what we think of it. This video though, just so you guys know, is just an unboxing. We're going to take a look. Lexan MTX Mesh. If you have watched any of my videos in the past, outside of testing other intercoms, you will see that we use the Lexan intercoms. They're our go-to just for the fact that I think bang for buck, they're probably one of the better ones out there. Nice features. We've never had one go bad ourselves. That doesn't mean that they don't. We are pretty excited for this whole mesh thing. Right now, 7 ratings here on Amazon Canada, on Amazon US, 12 ratings, looking at $280 US or 400 Canadian, and that's for the dual packs. Now, for those of you that don't necessarily know how mesh intercoms are different from traditional intercoms basically connect one to another, right? Like two intercoms would connect to each other. If you have a 4 set, then this one connects to this one, and this one has to connect to this one, and this one has to connect to that one. And so usually what happens is the intercoms that are close to you work pretty decently, and the intercoms that are far from you do not, because they have interference and they have distance that are doing everything against them. One of the bonuses of mesh is that, let's say there's 4 of you. This one connects to this one, 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 and it works as a mesh. So when you want to talk to the person in the back, it kind of goes tick, 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 tick into this one. Really cool. All of you become like a hive unit, which is really nice. And if someone leaves, for whatever, they go home, they leave your pack, then what happens is that leaves, and these 3 remaining ones join into a network. And if a person comes back into it, as long as they were paired in with it before, they also mesh in, and the distance extends again. Mesh is kind of what you want nowadays, especially if you're like a large group of riders, or you're just, riding with a bunch of people that are all, well, for one, all using the same brand is the big one. And I do hope in the future, I would love to see it. I don't know if it ever will, but I do hope that somehow there will become like a standard in regards to this, so that if I have a Lexan and someone has a Senna and someone has a who knows what, that they can all work together.
Why can't we all just get along?
Now these do have a universal pairing mode, which will allow it to connect to a non-Lexan headset. Most intercoms have that. The problem is it limits the functionality and the features. I do believe that intercom would not be part of the mesh, and I don't even know if the mesh would just completely disable. But if you were riding with a friend that was on a different one, at least the 2 of you could chat. Today what we're going to do is take a look at what they say in their Amazon listing, and then we're just going to crack open the box so you can see what comes with it. Again, I have a 2-pack, which they sent me 2 of these. We will be trying them out in the spring. Right now it's winter, so the motorcycles are put away. I'm thinking these will be good. Picture-wise, what does it say? 1 click to connect 24 rider group mesh network. So if you've got 24 of you, you can actually, and if you're all using Lexans, you can all connect. That's pretty awesome. Connectivity up to 2 kilometers. So they would just, as you can see here, right? They're all, where did it go? They're all kind of bouncing off each other, which is awesome. Audio multitasking, so supports 2 types of audio playback. 2 can talk plus music. 2 can talk plus GPS. Music and GPS, very music sharing. That's kind of nice, because I don't believe any of the previous Lexans allowed you to do music sharing, so that's kind of nice for those of you that want that. Intelligent noise cancellation. I don't know if it's going to be any better than the previous versions of Lexans. They've all been really decent. Bluetooth universal pairing. So this is what I'm talking about. 1-to-1 Bluetooth intercom within 1 kilometer. Universal pairing with most brands. It does look like it's 1-to-1. It's not going to be able to utilize the mesh network, but if you are out riding with a buddy or somebody else that's on a different brand of intercom, at least you guys can connect and still chat. and then there's a video that shows you how mesh works. Anyways, this is it. This is the box that it comes in, Lexan. Right? This is the single pack box. They do always send me dual pack. Again, not paid for a review, but this isn't even a review. It's just an unboxing. Volume up, volume down. There's a mesh button. Very cool. Power button, USB-C charging port, a volume down button. So what does it say? 24 rider mesh, mesh 3.0, 10 channels, 2 rider Bluetooth intercom. That's the universal. Bluetooth 5, 2 kilometer range, HD speakers, USB-C quick charge, music sharing, water resistant, and noise canceling. Very cool. And then there's the other box inside it. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Anything else? No, it looks pretty good. I'm excited. Well, they look nice. They look like a lot of the other Lexans. This looks a lot like the B4FM that came out, I believe, even though that one was like blue and black. I like the solid black. It looks like they have the same mounting configuration. My guess is they're going to use the same mounting clamps into the helmet, which is great because I probably won't have to replace any of mine. Even though I have some new helmets coming this year, I want to mount these on because I think it's been a couple of years since I've gotten a new helmet, and I think I have to replace all mine. Anyways, that's them. So there's your mesh button. Do they have good clicks? I don't want to turn it on, but yeah, good solid clicks. And it's not just the button. Like if I click just on the M, it clicks down. So that's nice, right? Which is good because you don't necessarily want to be perfect with gloves on. Sometimes that can be hard, but they are elevated, which is kind of nice. You guys may be able to see that, you know, they have that elevation. So if you're got your finger over top of them, you should be able to feel that okay. And then is there, oh, is that an antenna? Ah, it's an antenna. So you can stick your antenna up if you need to get that extra little bit of reception. Oh, it's got a spring. That's cool. And then it clicks in, but once it pops out, it just, all right, I'm down. And then that's where everything is. It's a one plug do everything. It's a one plug charge and one plug where you plug in your headphone and plug in your mic and all that kind of stuff. It's all in the one spot. Anything else? So you do get a nice manual, which is good. How to use the MTX. Big color. They didn't, chintz out on that. It's a good size manual. That's all right. And then this would be, of course, all your connectors and your headset and all that stuff. That is your speakers. And my guess is, yeah, you get 2 different kinds of microphone depending on what you need. You get like a boom style microphone, and then you get just a standard like loose, like a cable microphone, depending if you're running a full face helmet. Because a full face helmet, we can attach it right to the chin guard. If you are not running a full face helmet, so you're running like a 3/4 helmet or a modular helmet, you're going to want to run the boom mic so that you can kind of attach it up here and just kind of have it floating, so that if you are moving your chin piece, that the mic stays where it's supposed to stay. And then last but not least, what else are you getting here? So these are going to be, yeah, this is just traditional Lexan. That's going to be the helmet clamp. So you have two ways to put this on. You can either put it on with like a sticky, I believe. This is going to be for the microphone, to stick it to the inside of your helmet. But you do have they have one way that you can either stick this on the side of your helmet if you don't want to actually clamp it on, or you can clamp it onto the bottom. But there are some helmets that don't have either any space between the cushion of your helmet and the shell, or sometimes the shell itself is too thick and the clamp doesn't work. So they do give you an option to be able to use some like 3M sticky to stick that on there. Of course, if you are doing that, my recommendation would be to do that inside, make sure the shell is nice and clean, and of course let it stick on there for a good 24 hours so that it can adhere itself, stick itself, whatever you want to call it, because we don't want it falling off. So that's a quick unboxing. We are going to take a more in-depth look at this when the season rears its head. We may do a video, actually, once my new helmets come in. We may install these on mine and my wife's helmet. My battery just died on my main camera, but if you guys want to see this installed on the new helmets that I'm getting, leave a comment below, and once I get those helmets, we'll do a quick install. We'll set them up, and you guys can see how that works. All right, guys, that's it. Welcome to the top camera because this one ran out of battery. Yep.